Good afternoon, Math 20-3. Hope you guys had a good night. The week is getting close to an end. It's halfway through. Solly's here running around, so if you hear some noise in the background, it's just her. Other than that, let's take a look. One of the other steps that we're going to do is surface area of a cylinder. Okay, so knowing that the surface area of a cylinder, we go through the questions. We'll go through it here very shortly. However, just remember when you're taking the surface area of a cylinder, the reason the formula is 2 times pi r squared plus 2 times pi times r times h is if you break out the net, okay, of the cylinder, which I've done here, okay, the 2 pi r's, here's pi r squared on the top, here's pi r squared on the top bottom. So the top and bottom of the cylinder, you have to have both calculations to add them together to the actual cylinder's middle part, which is a rectangle. Figuring out the rectangle, the base is figured out by 2 pi r, and the height is right here, okay? So that's basically why we use this formula, just remembering the net. Now going back to our actual piece. All right. So going through just a problem for you to remember how to do it as a review. Okay. Like I said, we're taking a look at cylinders. So I've taken a cylinder here. The radius is 5 centimeters. The height is 25. Okay. And here's the formula. It's 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. If you expand the formula, which I've done in the second slide, it's 2 times pi times r squared plus 2 times pi times r times h. Okay, and that gives us the middle component. Next step that we're going to follow through is we actually substitute our unknown values for our known values. Okay, we know that pi is 3.14, so we put that in. We know that the radius is 5. Okay, so we put that in. Same thing on the second half of the formula. The pi comes down here, the radius comes right here, and the height is there. As with this, not as hard as it actually is. Our next step is to actually just do the math. Okay, doing the math, 2 times 3.14 is 6.28, and then 5 squared is actually going to end up being 25. Then we do the same thing, 2 times 3.14, which is 6.28, and 5 times 25 is 125. Continuing with the math, okay, we do the multiplication, we add them, we get 938.25. And as always, the final step in any surface area or any problem that we do in math is making sure that we are using the correct units of measure. And this one is centimeters squared because centimeters are multiplied together to get this. Okay. As always, or as before, like I said and stated, make sure that you are confirming that you're using the proper formula for the cylinder. And this is why we do it. If you have any questions, email, Instagram, text. Questions will come up later, probably not till about 3 o'clock as I build a couple more videos for a review of pyramids and cones. Have a good afternoon and take it easy. Hope you enjoyed this quick review.